All right, and welcome to our August edition of Cruising with the Mayor. How are you doing today, Mr. Mayor?
I'm doing great. We're back in the golf cart, Chris. Woo! Excited to be here.
We were in the truck. We had some rain. It's actually extremely warm today.
Yeah.
So if you are watching, please stay cool. Limit your time outside. Drink a ton of water.
Yeah,
and just make sure you're nice and safe if you're outside. But we had the council meeting last night, and we're back in the golf cart. We missed y'all. Can't believe it's August, by the way.
It's hard to believe. And school's back in session already, Chris.
Yes, that's crazy. That's crazy. This is crazy. But let's dig into the meeting last night. So first of all, just want to shout out to Treasurer Washington, who got our employee spotlight last night. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, Treasurer Washington actually works in our planning department, and she is somebody that if you were in town hall, you would just see, a nice person with their head down, not looking for any, accolades. She's just doing her job. Day in and day out, doing her job. But she goes above and beyond, and she does it with excellence. She does exceptional customer service, both internal and external. And let's be corny here. Treasure is a treasure to have in the town of Somerville.
He was planning that.
And it was great. It was great to recognize her. You could tell she really didn't want the attention. She just does her job and does it well.
Yeah.
But that's what makes her so excellent. We're proud to have her as a part of Somerville.
Absolutely. Treasure, if you're watching, congratulations. You are a rock star. She's newer to the town too.
Yeah.
So it's just awesome. We are filled with such great employees throughout all of town hall, through our police and our fire, our parks, and every department you can think of. And we're just so thankful.
You're right.
We do have some incredible employees here at town hall. So shout out to Treasure. Speaking of employees, we had Mark come up and we celebrated Mark's retirement. You want to talk a little bit about Mark and the celebration we had for him?
So Mark Campbell recently retired after 30 years serving the town.
Yep.
He showed up in 1996 at the age of 18 and has worked at the town ever since. He was our streets department manager for, I believe, the last 12 or 13 years. Has done an exceptional job with what I would call limited resources. Always solving problems, serving our community with excellence. But fun fact, he served under 5 mayors and 8 administrators over the course of his career. And Mark, thank you so much for what you did for the town of Somerville.
Absolutely.
And we are wishing the absolute best in your retirement. We know that you're still a young man. In reality, you've got a long way to go. So
it's time for career number 2.
That's right. Enjoy your time away from the town of Somerville. You will be missed, but it was great honoring you. Yeah,
we will miss you, Mark. Thank you for everything you've done. It is a pleasure to get to know you the last 4 years of my time here at the town. And so I'm really thankful for that time to get to know him. And excited. You're still young. Go enjoy yourself. Happy retirement. And then also, I don't want to spend too much time on it, but we did talk about our communications award.
Chris, don't be humble. Look here, man. The Municipal Association Field Services representative for our area came and formally awarded us with the Communications Award at our town council meeting last night. And it was for our Good Morning Somerville concept that, Chris, that was your brainchild. And it's something that's really been great to reach our community, share information, build relationships, but also be transparent with things that are going on. So, Chris, well done, sir. Hey, and our neighbors to the north, Goose Creek, they have won the last 3 years, and Chris helped us bring it back to Somerville. Well done, sir.
And I'm not planning on giving it back anytime soon either. You think Good Morning Somerville's it? We got more in the works. So
absolutely.
I'm very thankful, and to the community for watching and listening. Seriously, thank you guys so much for tuning into Cruising with the Mayor and Good Morning Somerville, all these initiatives we put into place that were not a thing.
That's right.
Just a couple years ago.
Yep.
And so these are completely new, and we do hope that it's achieving exactly what the goal is, which is to bridge that gap between community and your local government. And if you all have any suggestions, thoughts, or maybe some initiatives and communication initiatives that you think would work, let us know. We're open to anything. I'm open to anything. I'm a pretty creative, innovative guy. So if we can think of something, I'll do it. So appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And we're just getting started. Now, let's dig into some of the topics at the meeting as well. First and foremost is the outdoor entertainment district.
Yes.
That passed. Passed with amendments.
It did pass with amendments. And a lot of those amendments, pretty much all of those changes came over the last 2 months.
Okay.
As you know, we passed first reading and there was some concerns expressed. Well, over the next 2 months, we kind of continued that conversation. The business community and other stakeholders in the community worked together to come up with some changes to improve kind of what we would call something new in our town.
Yeah.
This is kind of an ordinance that has worked in other communities, but for Somerville, this type of ordinance is new, and it's a structured way for us to allow within our business district people in approved cups from approved restaurants or bars to have beer and wine while they walk and shop around our town, or if they want to sit in Hutchinson Square or sit in Short Central. So this is the ordinance to do that. Some of those amendments changed the time, so that the time, the original ordinance showed 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
That time was revised to 11 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Okay.
The days of the week. Originally, it showed all 7 days of the week. From feedback and concerns we heard, that was modified to 3 days a week on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Overall, I think this is what's so cool about our town, Chris, is that, we listen to feedback. We take everybody's opinion and perspective and concern and consideration, and then we work with our partners and make necessary adjustments to hopefully mitigate some of those concerns. And anytime you do something new, there's a lot of fear and unknowns associated with that. But I'm excited we're pressing forward, understanding that if something negative were to happen, or if we find that this doesn't make Somerville more charming, or this doesn't help our businesses, then we can repeal it and take it off the books as fast as we put it on. And that's comforting, hopefully, to everybody. So it did pass. It was not unanimous, I think, but it did pass, and we're excited for that opportunity.
Yeah, I think hopefully it gives more understanding to the outdoor entertainment district. Absolutely, I think there's no surprise. There's absolutely concerns about it, right. Both from on council and then also just from the community. We talked about it internally and externally about the concerns that we're hearing, and I think some of them are justified.
Oh, absolutely.
But I think at the same time, Somerville's charming, and I think y'all as a council really took the time to listen to those concerns and find that middle ground. And what y'all talked about last night, which I think is going to be really reassuring to anyone who might be concerned, is this can easily be repealed.
Correct.
This, we think that this has an opportunity to really bring more charm to Somerville and provide more just for our community. But that said, if we find that maybe this wasn't exactly what we envisioned it to be, then council will come together and have those conversations, and the enforcement with the police department and everything, everyone's ready to go. And so it's definitely a change for the downtown Somerville area, but I think it's extremely exciting. Yeah,
and I'm sure there's going to be more to come on that as we work towards how we're going to implement it.
Yeah, absolutely. So that said, we also have, that kind of goes hand in hand a little bit, but the noise ordinance.
Yes.
You want to talk a little bit about that?
So we passed second and final reading for our noise ordinance amendments. I think the overarching goal of these amendments to the noise ordinance was to allow our police officers to make what I would call reasonable judgment when it comes to noise pollution within our town.
Yeah. And
strengthen their ability to enforce a noise ordinance. You could probably hear right now that while we're in traffic, there's some noise. But if you
We got some pretty good mics though.
Oh yeah. But if you were sitting downtown in a park and there's let's say a modified muffler or something that is, you know, manufactured to make excessive noise.
Disrupts the day.
Yeah, that disrupts the day, kind of takes away some of that charm. Well, our police officers can now enforce that. If someone's playing their music at an unreasonably loud level, they have the ability to enforce our noise ordinance, and that's really what we want to give our public safety professionals the tools to enforce the ordinances. I think what we did was great, and to your point, Chris, it coincides with trying to make sure that our town stays a charming place while it's still vibrant.
Absolutely, absolutely. And if anyone has any questions and concerns on that, of course, I think there'll be more information out there on that as well, so just stay tuned.
Yeah.
Last but not least, you know, I do want to talk about the rezoning on Magnolia that was discussed last night.
Yeah.
I want to talk a little bit about the conversations that happened last night, the decision that council came to, and all of that.
Yeah, absolutely. So there is another rezoning request on Magnolia, right there close at the corner of Richardson and Magnolia.
Yep.
And the request by the applicant was neighborhood mixed use, NMX, which is actually recently approved for another parcel along that same corridor on Magnolia. This was the first reading. As you know, at committee meeting with our land use workshop that's coming up later this month. At the committee meeting, they recommended, hey, let's push off any more land use in this area until we're working on this workshop and do the comprehensive plan, land use map at the workshop. But it was just first reading, and council decided to go ahead and take the vote to pass first reading. Again, this was not a unanimous vote, but it did approve to pass first reading. And next month, council will have the opportunity to discuss it. I'm sure, because all land use and our comprehensive plan is going to be discussed at our workshop on August 24th. I am sure that this topic will be discussed then as well. So be on the lookout. If you have feedback, please share it.
Absolutely.
But you know, the applicant has been working extraordinarily hard to be compliant and follow the process. And so for that, we are thankful, and the process will continue.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And there'll be more to come on this. This is first reading. So obviously there'll be more to come at a future meeting. We'll discuss this more. But as always with any topic, if you have any questions, concerns, or anything, we want to hear from you. All right? And there's many ways that you can do that. Obviously, you can come to a council meeting, but all of our officials have their emails available. Some have their cell. Mayor has his cell all over the place.
Correct.
Sometimes I wonder why he even does that, because I know he's taking calls all day, but
it's worth it.
It's worth it, and kudos to you for doing that, because I don't see that from any other mayors. So I remember when he first told me, he's like, yeah, just put my cell down. I looked at him, I said, are you sure? Are you sure? And he's like, yes, I'm sure. And so kudos to you for that. So as always, if you have any questions, reach out to me. I'm happy to discuss that with you, get you in contact with the right individual who can help you answer your questions if I don't know it myself as well. That said, Mr. Mayor, anything else for the sake of cruising?
No, hey, just everybody, while our young leaders are back in school, just watch out for them at the bus stops. I know fall sports are getting ready to come online, so
football season. Get
on out, support your favorite team, and everyone stay safe.
Yeah, absolutely. That said, I appreciate everyone for tuning in, and until next month, we'll see y'all.
See ya.